Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. So Jamie Foxx basically gets at Stephen A. Smith for his comments in regards to Ben Simmons. At the end of the day, I try not to, as far as athletes go, I really try my hard not to get extremely personal for the most part. When you start saying somebody is a waste of this and a waste of that, then it's kind of like, okay, now you kind of crossing the line. But as media people, we do that, but it all depends on what the circumstances is. And basically, Jamie Foxx was saying to Stephen A. Smith that a lot of people have noticed about Stephen A. Smith for years, and I just think that people are like, hey man, um, you're making this a little too obvious now. You're going overboard with your criticism. And Jamie Foxx didn't flat out say it, but he basically was insinuating that Stephen A. Smith be cooning. He basically said, hey man, you don't be having the same energy for the white boys that you be having for the brothers, which we all know that, because we all know in mainstream media, that's what you get paid to do, not to have the same energy for white people as you will black people, because it's all about demonizing and portraying black people in a certain light. You know, Roger Ailes admitted to that, and just want to say to him, fuck you, rest in piss. But I get it. And some people gonna say, well, you know what, is Jamie Foxx sincere? Because Jamie Foxx did a little bit of cooning himself. And that's true. And he been called out on it as well. Because Jamie Foxx kind of was going overboard when he was telling black people to lay off Jimmy Fallon, when Jimmy Fallon, did blackface. But the thing was, we did lay off of Jimmy Fallon because when it was pointed out to Jimmy Fallon, he apologized for it immediately, and he said it would never happen again. He said he really didn't understand, how offensive that could be. And for the most part, we said, all right, Jimmy, we move on. So, with that being said, getting back to Stephen A. Smith does this on a regular basis. We all know the situation with Kyrie Irving, how he extremely went after Kyrie Irving, but he didn't say nothing about, pretty much Aaron Rodgers. He just said, well, Aaron Rodgers was wrong. But then Kyrie Irving, he went out his way. He said the man was this. He said the man was that, which we all know that's what they do. So as far as Jamie Foxx go, hey, he is within his right to call Stephen A. Smith out on that. Because, there's always going to be some Negro that's going to defend somebody like Stephen A. Smith. Now, as far as a white person go, that's typical of them to, defend a coon, because as long as they get to see black people going in on other black people, it makes their day. So, of course, they going to like somebody like Stephen A. Smith. And I just want to say to the white people that think like that, fuck you too. So, I'm not gonna say kudos to Jamie Foxx, but I'm gonna say, okay, I can dig that, Jamie, because I do think Stephen A. Smith need to be called to the carpet, because he does go to the extreme to go after black men. Now, I don't know if Stephen A. Smith is gonna be in Vegas this weekend covering the NFL draft or covering the fight, but I'm gonna try to find him. That's for sure. And I know Stephen A. Smith, you listen to my videos, so I'll be looking for you. And I don't mean as that in a threatening manner. I just, want to have a tete-a-tete with you, man, on camera. Because you do need to explain that, bro. Anyway, this your boy Town Biz, man. I'm out. Really, though.